to Sports Den. I don't know about you guys. I got a little bit of a tropical feel. Uh, Beautiful weather yesterday. Just beautiful.
So
Nice ocean breeze on a warm, sunny day. That's great. Summer's here, JW. I don't know if you've
yeah, then
heard. It's summertime now.
well, then the wind came right back and blew in a bunch of cold weather too. So who knows what's going on? But
Okay.
it's
I
good
guess
because
it's
we got to talk
Minnesota
about winter
spring.
sports.
Oh yeah, winter
Yeah,
sports. Yeah, we had last week 12 highlights, significantly less this week as things just kind of like some of them came to an abrupt end, some of them kept going. But yeah, we're focusing both on the state tournament and then girls basketball section tournament as we had two of our cats continuing to advance through the section playoffs.
yeah, that was certainly fun to watch, and knowing that there could be that potential clash at the end. Would we get it? Well, the first team that had to find their way to the championship round was the Centennial Cougars, and they had to get past the Champlin Park Rebels in the section semifinals. So that's where we start. Looking for a battle here. The Cougars, they haven't been in many battles this season. A plus 18 win margin in their victories. They've only lost once. That was to Elk River. By the way, remember that. Early on, Sydney Cubes bouncing her way along the baseline. Big game for Cubes, scoring the basketball. Always a role player. Got the points going right there. Michaela Counts finds Izzy John on the baseline for Champlin Park. Keeping it close for the Rebels. Marissa Frost bouncing it down to Jenna Geyer. Geyer for two. That's great position for her, and you can almost book it every time. Jody Anderson to the rim. Book that every time. Rolling over the right side. Anderson on her way to a 20-point game. Inside, John again, right to the block, up and in. The post battle was on in the first half. Defensive battle stripped away by Haley Mulberry. Handed off over into the corner for Anderson. Again off the bounce. She will go so smooth off the dribble. The jumper falls too, so she can keep him on. It's 31-20. Cougars led at the half. Michaela Counts with more, ended up with 9 points, trying to keep them close. But how about Grace Pullman? One shot, big bucket. Pullman straight away for three, helps keep the Cougars up. Back cut, Anderson share the basketball again to the free throw jumper for Geyer. She ended with 18 points. Also won that post battle with the block and 16 boards for the double-double. Anderson to the elbow, 22 for her. And oh, hey, look, they won by 18 again, 58-40, back to the section finals. You see those stats. Anderson with the 22 points again. She was a 20-point machine late in the season. Geyer with her 7th double-double of the year in that round with the 18 points and 16 boards. Look at Cubes. 12 points, 13 rebounds, the double-double for Sydney Cubes as well. She wasn't much of a scorer on the balance of the year. They didn't need her to be, but she turned it on right there. I love that Grace Pullman stat line too. 1 shot, 3 points, and a steal. Marissa Frost, the 7 boards, 3 assists. The assist leader on the team continued to do that in the win for the Cougars.
5-4A semifinal. Spring Lake Park, the 3 seed, taking on the Roseville Raiders, the number 2 at Roseville. A little bit of a slow start early on, but a close one. Roseville takes the lead at a few moments. Hattie DeVries with the three-pointer there. Spring Lake Park, though, goes on a 12-0 run. Maddie Gane, the point post. She floats one in. Avery Dunbar flashing to the hoop. She finishes 9 points for her in this game. Check out the defense. Falvey with the block, and then up ahead. And then Smith to Michaela Thomas. She scores it. Defense really led the way for the Panthers, creating offensive opportunities. 40-24. Panthers at the break. Second half, Hannah Heffernan closes the gap. As Roseville cuts the lead a few times, but the Panthers keep pace ahead. Smith inside, and then Smith for 3. Big game for Macy. She scores a season-high 27 points in this game. Maddie Ingane, also a great game for her. A lot of ball handling in this one for Ingane, running the point post. Drives and scores, 13 points for her, and the Panthers win 71-58 thanks to CTV for the footage.
Yeah, and some great semifinal and section performances from both our Cougars and Panthers, and it set up the big clash, the one we were looking for. We always love our cat clash matchups, and we love this particular matchup of teams. Scoring machines, Macy Smith and Jody Anderson tearing it up in the playoffs. And down low, Maddie Ngane and Jenna Geyer. Height disparity, but huge contributors to their squads, and another key matchup. This is it. The championship game. A 2-year hiatus, but still a lot of players on both squads from that section final meeting in 2019, including a pair of 1,000-point scorers for each team. Cats coming out of their dens hungry. Sydney cubes the steal. Great pass to Jody Anderson, and there's no turning back now. Anderson attacking. Hoop and the harm. Cougars hit 3 of the first 4 shots, and they don't slow down. Camille Cummings held scoreless in the semifinal. Not tonight. Drains the 3, jump out to a 20-8 lead early. Panthers' Macy Smith hits the 3, 11 of her team's first 15 points for her squad. Macy Smith hits the 3, trying to keep her squad in it with the Cougars' hot start. Cubes answers with a long 3, and then it's Jenna Geyer inside. It's only a matter of time. She scores down low. Then Anderson on the cut, gets the bucket. Big first half for Anderson and the Cougars. They finished the half with a 15-5 run lead, 44-25 at the break. Second half, Maddie Ngane with the 3. And then after the steal, Avery Dunbar pops it from 16. How do you stop Cougars hot shooting? Don't let them shoot. Panthers 3 consecutive steals and scores. Smith a long 3. Quick 8-0 run for the Panthers. Help close the gap. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Macy Smith for 3. You have? Okay. Panthers within 10. But every time the Panthers have a surge, Cougars respond in kind. Marissa Frost cools the Panthers' hot run. Smith a steal up ahead to Taylor Fulvey. And she scores it. And then Cameron Smith the steal and score. What a second half for the Panthers. They are within 4. We have a game and the Panthers are coming. What's a Mulberry? Haley Mulberry with maybe the biggest shot of the game, sinking this 3 to swing the tide and push the lead back out to 7. Points harder to come by in the last stages. Dunbar the drive and score pulls him back within 4 again, 59-55, but Cummings' free throw is big. She hits 4 of 4 and the Panthers unable to complete the comeback, falling short. Cougars reclaim the section title, 64-55 the final score. Cougars are your section champions. And our Panthers, congrats to them. A great game and season second place trophy. The Panthers, section champions, and they are going to state. Jenna Geyer just laying the section plaque gently on a chair. Someone has to help her with her Selly game. The Cougars are victorious, and they advance with their win. Congratulations to them participating in state tonight. Panthers, great season, great careers for so many of those Panthers. As Macy Smith, 23 points, and a great game for the Cougars. Anderson, Cummings, and Geyer all in double digits. Cubes, 9 points and 11 rebounds. What an all-around player she's turned out to be as the season's gone on. And Frost, Pullman, Mulberry all scoring points when it mattered the most. And congratulations to the Cougars. They'll face a familiar opponent in the quarterfinal round, the Elk River Elks, who they split the games with. They're losing to them earlier in the year and then beating them most recently in this past month. So they will face off for a third and final showdown this year. The winner advances to take on the winner of Farmington, the 1 seed, and Rosemount. Of course, they're all south and north. They're just kind of split up a little bit differently to have teams play closer to each other since nobody's going down to the Target Center until the semifinals and finals. Hopkins taking on Forest Lake and Chaska taking on Stillwater, and the tournament's spread out, so you got a little bit of time. You got another week before the semifinal round will happen, so hopefully the Cougars will pull one out tonight against Elk River down at Osseo.
Yeah, that should definitely be a battle in 3A, going with the same thing. 2 sites, though, for 4A. They spread it out a little bit more to 4 different sites as you get to those greater Minnesota teams. Holy Angels, Grand Rapids, St. Croix Lutheran, and Marshall, Austin Hill, Murray, Alexandria, and Becker. Should certainly be some battles with, as Kenton mentioned, everybody next week headed to the Target Center.
Then AA Albany taking on Pelican Rapids, Glencoe Silver Lake taking on Minnehaha Academy, Lake City taking on New London Spicer, and Duluth Marshall taking on Providence Academy.
And then in Class A, Grade A matchups. Belgrade, Brooknell, Rosa, West Central area, Sleepy Eye, St. Mary's, and Meyer Lutheran, Houston, and Minneota. Cass Lake, Bana. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of these are familiar names, Kenton, in the Class A tournament because you get a lot of perennial contenders, Mountain Iron Buell among them. Cass Lake, Bana, though, I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Someone checking in from Greater Minnesota.
Close. I actually have friends that are from there. They played basketball. Both,
there you go.
Friends that play on the girls' team, friends play on the boys' team. So it's Indian Reservation up there. It's beautiful country and small school, very small school, but they love basketball. And yeah, you'll see them in the tournament pretty much every year.
There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's fun to have tournament time.
Absolutely, it is, as they say, March Madness. Did we just get cut off the air when I said that? That's a trademark term? I mean, it's sometimes it's a good thing that nobody watches this show. Otherwise, we might have been shut down a while ago. Anyway, just kidding. People love this show. It's great. So
it's the Super Bowl of high school sports shows.
Yeah. Now you just did it right there. They just cut us off the air. Ooh, why don't you find some more trademark copyrighted playoff terms. All right, so the state gymnastics going down. They were able to pull it off. So we had participants in 3 events.
State 2A gymnastics at Champlain Park High School. Beginning with the vault, Blaine Jennifer Riley. Jennifer scores a 9, and that is good for 40th place. Top finisher on the vault, Marley Michaud of Sartell. The uneven bars, Centennial's Audrey Noah. Audrey scores a 9.2, good for 16th place. Best on uneven bars was Marley Michaud of Sartell. On the floor, it's Blaine's Grace Gerard. She scores a 9.4, and that's good for 18th place. Best on floor was Claire O'Gorman of Forest Lake. Marley is also the all-around winner, and her team Sartell takes the Class 2A title in gymnastics.
Congratulations to our gymnasts, Grace and Jennifer of Blaine. Grace placing 18th on the floor, and Jennifer 40th the vault, and Centennial's Audrey Noah on the uneven bars placing 16th. Congratulations to them.
Congrats to Luke Studer with his roll through into 3rd place, and all our wrestlers throughout the year putting in a full season, just like all our athletes against these impossible odds.
Yeah, wrestling would be one of the tougher ones you'd think to pull off with protocols and stuff. So congrats to all the wrestlers for being able to get through the season. Girls hockey 2A, of course, unfortunately, we know Centennial not able to participate. Unfortunately for them, Edina will be taking on Minnetonka, who defeated Alexandria area, and then Andover the 1. They advance over Farmington 4-0. They take on Eastview, who defeated Stillwater 1-0.
Farmington holding Andover to 4 goals. You might as well just give them, some sort of title. But anyway, we'll see how that works out for everybody else. In Class A, the semifinal matchups, War Road, Proctor, Hermantown, and Gentry Academy taking on Chisago Lakes. Some close, and then, one close, and then a lot of not so close there in the Class A tournament. Semifinals should hold some intrigue, though, as well, as they get down to the X.
You betcha. Boys hockey. Well, we know Maple Grove is the section champion. They advanced to the tournament, and they will be taking on the Andover Huskies. So a familiar Northwest Suburban Conference matchup there. The earlier games will be Wayzata Hill Murray, Lakeville South Moorhead, and Eden Prairie taking on St. Thomas Academy.
What about Class A? Take a look at the one seed Hermantown against Dodge County. There's some news coming out about that one too. Hermantown might have a mostly JV roster. We'll see how that gets sorted out. The 2 seed was Gentry Academy there on the boys' side too. They'll take on Northern Lakes, East Grand Forks, Litchfield, Dassel, Cokato, and then Delano and Little Falls. But as you know, Kenton, if Hermantown has to go with some substitute JV players, that could throw the entire tournament wide open. Though they still have Class A's leading scorer still slated to play from the varsity side, so, well, they might be okay.
Intrigue.
So
we'll see what happens. Mystery. All right. Anything can happen in tournament time when it's, the craziness of March, and it's the big game.
It's a super time. It comes
down to that.
Yeah, it's a super time.
Yeah, it's a super time. All right.
We play out with some Prince music and really just.
Wow. No. Yeah. No. I don't even think. Yeah. No. I don't think we can do that. That's
I don't think we can do that.
The answer is no. It's a hard no. So, as we wrap up our winter season, we'll continue to try to get highlights of the state. It's really tough to try to get that right now. We'll continue to try to do that, and we're gonna wrap up each sport like we have the previous fall and winter seasons. So look forward to that. And then spring season, they're starting spring sports. Practices have begun, so that's going on, and we'll eventually start covering those spring games as they happen. It's Minnesota spring, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you talk about some impossible odds sometimes. The weather can do that for you when you start trying to play stuff outside. So hopefully we get lots of baseball, lots of softball, lots of sunshine, lots of lacrosse, and everything else we can do.
Absolutely. Well, this is basically kind of the final full, traditional Sports Den show of the season. We'll go back to the wrap-up shows after this. Yeah. That about wraps things up. Any final words that you've got for our viewers, JW, for Jeremy while he's listening?
Well, I appreciate Jeremy, as you bring that up, for his work to make these happen the way we have. And I just like that we went out on with our game coverage with such a great game with our 2 teams, Spring Lake Park and Centennial. That one, Cougars had the big lead, but Spring Lake Park battled as they have. So I'm appreciative to those players and those programs, as I am all the programs. But that was just a fun way to kind of close down our winter coverage too. So it'll be fun to chat with all those players and all the other athletes that we'll get to chat with as we wrap up the winter season in their words. But thanks to you, thanks to Jeremy for everything we were able to do. It was fun.
Yeah, and about that game, we were definitely looking forward to that matchup, and a fun game. I was hoping that they would kind of complete the comeback and make it a real exciting finish. It got close, but it was a great game. It's tough to see some careers end. There's staples of the programs on both sides that have been around since they were sophomores and freshmen, and each team has plenty of talent coming up behind them. But saying your final goodbyes to like Maddie Ganay, although we'll probably see her in spring sports with lacrosse or whatever she chooses to play, and then Macy Smith. What a fun player to watch! Just absolutely get your popcorn ready. It's going to be exciting. What a great score. And congratulations to the Cougars, and best of luck to them in the next few games. They got a chance. They got a good squad. So we'll see what happens. But thanks to Jeremy. Also thanks to Preston, who's helped out big time the fall and winter seasons, and to all of our crew, which sometimes we're in studio, sometimes we're not, and they just kind of have to roll with the punches based on what's happening with schedules and all the stuff as we try to get a show out every single week. So thanks to Jeremy and the entire crew. All right. Thank you, viewers, for watching. The Loyal Baker's Dozens, we appreciate it. Go out and support your teams. Go Cougars.
Go Panthers.
Go Bengals. All right, bye.